Yeah, hello to the next video tutorial. This is Connect for Video. My name is Andreas Zenger and I want to show you in this tutorial how the PC settings can be set up so you have a successful meeting. So it's not about joining the actual meeting, it's about setting up the PC and ensure that the meeting can be fulfilled in the right manner and make some tests on it. So this is basically the idea here. I will start with the email invite which we received from the system after we had the first tutorial, which was about the conference scheduling. So the email which we receive now looks like this. So please excuse that the header of this email is in German language. Ignore that. This is matter to the PC I'm using. So my PC is a German PC with German language. But the invite, as you can see, if we scroll down a little bit, is in English, and we do have the English settings over here. So the meeting title we find here is what we suggested in the email settings, in the invite settings before. That was from the first tutorial. So here we have our test conference. We find our meeting time and date, and we see the button join meeting. We ignore that for a second now, because in this tutorial I want to show you how to connect to a meeting and how to see exactly how that works. So basically we do have the information here further down in the mail where we can select whether we join with an iPhone or we join with a phone number. So you see here the American phone numbers only, but don't panic, that's not bad at all, because we have a little link over here which says all, and if we click on all, we will see all PSTN numbers which are provided by BlueJeans, and we will see here definitely the different dial-in numbers for Germany, for Austria, but the same for any other country we can think about. Let's see if we can find United Kingdom. Yes, here we are. So we do have the local dial-in numbers, but they're hidden behind the link, so please don't be afraid and just click on the link. Okay, let's go back to the invitation. We see here the conference ID, and if the conference has a pin, you will see the pin here, so in that case this is not relevant. We see the join-in information if you dial in from H323 device, but these are only shortcut information. I will show exactly how it works in the next page. What is more important for us is that we want to test our video connection, and we follow the link right on the bottom of this mail, and we go to the bluejeans.com link, and this link will take us to the web page of BlueJeans to enter the meeting. So all I do here is I enter my name, and I say access meeting, and here we have the setup page for Talk to Gene. The Talk to Gene is a very cute function of BlueJeans to pre-test all your settings and make sure that everything works fine. So the first test we do here is of course with browser, but we can show you in the next tutorial how to join with Lync, with Jabber, with Google, or with Skype. So any of these will work, as well as how to join with a room system, how to join with a phone, and how to join with your mobile device. But let's concentrate now on browser and join the meeting. At this point I just want to make a very short interruption and explain that first time you connect with the browser to the system, you'll have to download the application and the plugin for the browser and run it. So the screen you're seeing right now will display exactly how that looks like. This is only for the first time joining a meeting with a browser. If you do it the second or third time, this will not appear. So just for the people doing that the first time, that is the picture you're going to see on that. And please select download and then run to implement the plugin to your browser, so it enables your browser to work with BlueJeans. Thank you. Okay, here we are, and first thing you'll see is a picture of myself. So, hello, first time see. And we will set up here the settings for the audio, which is a quite important function, because if you join the meeting and you have wrong audio settings, it's very annoying because nobody can hear you or you can't hear the other ones. And before something like that happens and is disturbing the meeting, I really recommend you to check these settings here and go to the microphone and speaker settings and check that everything works fine. The automatic device here, in that case, is an automatic detection. Might be right, but it's better to check it. Click on it and you will see here the microphone chat 50. That is exactly what I'm using right now. And you can see here the bar which is indicating that my voice is recognized. So the same is on the audio device for the output. I will select the chat 50 and just be silent for a second so that we hear the playing of the sound. Alright, that works fine. So we are set and done. The video is there, as we can see, and I can enter the meeting. Now we are connecting to the BlueJean service, which is called Talk to Gene, and that is a parrot who is starting to talk against me. So before doing that, I will mute my audio now. Apparently you can hear that this parrot is repeating everything I'm saying, so that is a good audio test. And it's also doing some movements. If I'm moving, it starts moving as well, and it gives you some indication about the video and audio transmission. The function I just clicked on with the mute of the microphone is a very important one, in fact, because I really want you to consider that in the meeting and you're not talking to anybody, please mute your microphone, because even if you have a good device, sometimes echo cancellation is not easy to do, and an echo introduced by your system is annoying all other participants. So please mute your microphone if you're not talking. If you want to talk, unmute it, say something, hello Gene, and mute yourself. At this point, another short explanation about a very nice function we discovered on this BJN Browser is if you are in mute mode, you can simply unmute yourself by pressing the space bar. The space bar is like a PTT, like a push to talk function. You can say something while pressed and you are muted if you unpress it again. So that is a very nice feature to say, and it eases up the functionality in the conference very much and makes it quite easy to unmute yourself in a very fast manner and to repeat what you want to say and bring your sentence in the meeting. Yeah, and that works wonderful. If you're doing that, it's a very nice function which helps everybody else in the conference to attend to the meeting. You can mute and disable your video, and we can show the screen of the PC, which is not of sense in that meeting because we're talking to Gene, an artificial parrot, and he can't see my presentation anyway. But for the next meetings, that is something we want to play around. If you go with the mouse to the bottom of this video, you see the layout screen settings here, and you can choose different layouts of the screen of the other participants, which also makes no sense in this case because we have only one participant on the other side, so it's a one-on-one meeting, and a multi-participant layout doesn't make sense in such a case. However, if you have more people in the conference, this is a very nice function to just organize your screen for the other for your displayment of the functions. It will not infect the others. It will not affect the other participants, so it will only affect your screen. You can make the full screen function, so in this case you are having full screen of the video, which is a nice functionality, and you can go back and it's in the browser window. We can collapse the right panel. and make it small so we have more space for the actual video. And we can also see the other participants here. So in this case, I'm only speaking to Billie Jean. So this is nothing really I can influence at the moment. And I can see the meeting info. This is something I really want to show you, because sometimes in the meeting it comes up that another person needs to participate in the meeting, and then it's a very complicated process to bring the email invitation and all this stuff. So what you can do is you can push that button and you can copy the information here, and this information can be sent by email or sent on any other way to the other participant, and gives the indication how to dial into the meeting. So that is a quite helpful function. Good, that's it so far from the settings. The settings we made already, so that's already done. So I would say we are set and done. The function is ready and we can go into the actual meeting. This will be in the other tutorial, but we will leave that meeting now here. And yeah, thank you very much for your attention, and see you in one of the next tutorials.